for you, the president.
That's Not Why You Called. Hosted by Lefty.
I deserve to be blown.
Dr. Chiz.
One more chance.
Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. It's That's Not Why You Called.
And here we go.
Welcome to the show, That's Not Why You Called, episode number 19. We are here with you. Welcome, one and all. I hope you are ready to have a good time. I hope we are able to put on a decent show for you tonight. Chiz apparently isn't here, I guess. I don't know. Something must have come up. He's usually Johnny on the spot, ready to go for the show. Excuse me, and he was not here. I texted him, sent him invites and stuff, and he was not available. So I don't know where he is. I hope everything's all right. I'm sure everything will be okay. I hope, but yeah, Chiz isn't here. So hope you're all right, Chiz. Wherever you are, be safe.
Yeah.
Shut up, Katie.
What? Fine.
No, but I don't know. Usually he's usually like immediately, like he's the one that has to like remind me, like, yeah, we're doing the show tonight, right? Like, what are our topics? So I don't know. Hopefully
He
something
reminds you?
Well, no, sometimes he's like he's really early on, like he
like,
wants
we're
topics and stuff.
A call or something.
Mhm.
Earlier that day I'll be like, so got any ideas on what you want to talk about today?
Well, I mean, you do it too. I'm not, just because I said he does doesn't mean doesn't mean I don't think you do.
So
Calm it down.
I'm calm.
I'm just saying, because he's like really jazzed about the show usually, and I don't know what in the hell he's doing. So hope everything's okay. Maybe that's a really long poop, man. It's been like half an hour.
You could be having trouble.
I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna try to make do a little bit. Probably gonna shorten the show a little bit by about half, 45 minutes, an hour. That's usually what we do, and Chiz can't make it. And I have a bit of a frog in my throat, apparently. Is that coming through, or do I sound different at all?
Sound fine. Sound normal.
I don't know what it might be. I just sound weird in my own head, I guess. But welcome to That's Not Why You Called. If you want to get in touch with the show, of course, live on Twitch, twitch.tv/lefty643 is where you go if you want to catch the live show, 7 p.m. Central Time. You've got the chat in front of you, or you can tweet us, hashtag TNWYC. That's #TNWYC. Not the British pound, not the monetary symbol.
Nope.
Not that. I've seen some, although it's clever. The first time I saw that, I was like, hey, you're clever. I like that. But yeah. Not the pound sign, the hashtag, the boom boom thing. TNWIC, just add that to your tweets and get in touch with the show. We got a lot to talk about this week, especially this episode, because we've got a shortened show because of Chiz. I hope everything's okay. Wow, if he shows up dead, I'm going to come off like a real asshole in this show. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on. He was unavailable, like completely like off the grid. So don't know what's going on with Chiz.
Telling you, it's because he had a big poop.
Why do you want to think of Chiz in the bathroom on the toilet?
I'm not thinking of him. I'm just saying that's probably why.
You said I'm telling you, which means you've been thinking about it a while. So.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, we're live on Twitch. This is the new thing. This is a thing. I wanted this week to try to do a little pre-show. To get the stream going before our 7 o'clock start time, just so we can just, chat up the stream, whatever, and use it as a time to get people involved and bring live viewers into the stream, just so we're not starting from zero at 7 o'clock. I think that'll benefit the live show a good amount. I don't know, maybe not totally. I mean, there's only so much you can do for the show.
Right.
It's bad. It is what it is, and it's going to continue to be bad. So
it's not bad.
It's not bad. Oh, the other thing, I was unable to turn off Nightbot in the chat.
Whoops.
It's not my fault. Nightbot's site is fucked up. The HTML or Java, whatever runs it, whatever powers the site is screwed up. So I can't get to the page where I can turn off all the timers. I can like tell Nightbot to leave the stream, but that would prevent, spam protection and people, spamming links and stuff. So I don't want to do that. So there may be some intermittent advertisements every 15 minutes or so in the Twitch stream. Apologies for that. I really did try to turn it off. Nightbot is just being a pain in the ass. Or Nightbot's site, actually. And maybe he won't do it. He's been wonky the last few times I've been live streaming.
He was, even before you started, he was still doing that every 15 minutes.
Well, yeah, but remember, wasn't he weird last night in the live stream when I was live streaming? Wasn't that?
No.
Oh, he was working? Okay. I don't know.
He was working the whole time that I was there. I don't know about later.
Huh, okay. Maybe I'm just looking at the exact wrong times to see advertisements run or not run. Maybe I'm just doing that. But
Ow.
For those of you that don't know, Nightbot is a bot, obviously, that helps moderate the chat, and it has special commands. You can even elect to have it run advertisements for you if you don't want to take the time out to try to remember every 10, 15 minutes, whatever, to run an advertisement on Twitch, and it does that for you. But sometimes it screws up, and it's hard because, when you run advertisements on Twitch is kind of a big deal, at least for stream profitability. Because even if I start a live stream, like right now, and there are 10,000 people in it, and I never elect to run an advertisement, and the stream never goes down, that stream, even though it had 10,000 live concurrent viewers throughout the live stream, it's not gonna generate a lot of ad revenue as, let's say, a stream that has half the viewership or even less, but runs advertisements every, boom, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. So that's a brief course in streaming video advertising revenue generation 101. That's my course title. That's what I'm going to do. Offering at a college near you. I'll be professor. I don't know who the TAs would be, but I'd be the professor. Bad.
Not girls.
And I'd call myself the professor. The TAs?
Nope.
You see, if they were girls, then they'd be the TNAs. Get it? The T and the A? Because okay. What? What's wrong with that? I'm not doing anything.
Nothing.
Not actually doing anything.
Nothing.
Where's Chiz? Not even
here.
a call or a text.
Rude.
Leads me
Unprofessional.
Totally unprofessional. Totally unprofessional.
Ruining
For this show, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for the show. That's an unacceptable level of unprofessionalism for the show. When you come on this show, you have to bring your A game.
Yeah.
You got to bring your A game.
Seriously.
Because I tell people, people are like, oh, you got to have guests, and I've been able to foil people sometimes by saying, well, it's because we do yada yada yada. I don't really want to do that, but it's really because nobody's professional enough to be on the show.
Right. We have declined so many people. It's ridiculous.
Not professional enough.
Nope.
Hutch isn't really dead. Hutch isn't dead. Why would Hutch die now? I mean, he will eventually. Everybody does, but
right.
He's not dead. He's just not professional enough. Not for the show. You got to be, Walter MFing Cronkite up in this bitch to be on this show. That's what you've got to do. You got to bring your A game. You got to be professional. She's just not doing it. Not cutting it.
Nope. It's bad.
I really hope he's not dead. That would suck.
He's not dead.
All right.
He's probably took a long nap or something.
Well, that makes it even worse. Dead, I can excuse. Fell asleep and I missed the show?
Whoops.
No. That's bad. That's even... Did it happen?
Well, maybe he's not feeling good or something. I don't know.
But feeling good doesn't just happen. And then you can at least tell me.
Okay.
You at least give me a heads up.
Again.
Again, he's fired. Yeah.
Again, because last time at least he gave what 2 hours notice. Now no notice.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Messed up.
And last
dude.
time it was like the second episode of my
Second
podcast.
strike.
Yeah. It was like no, it was the 4th episode, wasn't it? Where I threatened to remove
No,
him
it
from
was
the
like-
show.
No, it was like the second real one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm a heartless bastard.
I can actually.
Like I said, you got to bring your A game. Professionalism is numero uno on this in this show. You got to bring
Yeah.
it. Got to bring it if you want the good product. So to compensate for the shortened stream, there may be a gaming live stream after this. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Usually Thursdays is a night off from a video game live stream because I do this show. And Fridays, obviously, doing PKA.
You know you want to stream.
I do, but I want to eat.
Yeah, you should probably do that too.
I want to make food and eat and watch an episode of The Sopranos because that's my routine. And
I know.
change scares me.
I know that as well.
So it depends on how long eating it. I mean, The Sopranos episodes, I usually don't make it all the way through. Making the food isn't going to take long. But yeah, we might supplement this show with a gaming live stream of some kind
I would not mind.
after the show. We're going to do that because Chiz isn't here. And I feel uncomfortable going into topics that because that's the thing. When he misses a show, there are some topics that have, we'll call it staying power, where
Right.
next week we can talk about it again. But if you're here now and you're also here next week, you're going to hear me say the same stuff, generally speaking, about a topic if we rehash it.
Right.
But, I mean, Chiz's take is going to be fresh, but it's going to be, they're, talking about this for a second time. And, do any of these topics really warrant a second go through? Katie's looking at the topics that we have prepared literally 30 seconds before I hit live.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, maybe the whole shutdown thing, maybe.
Oh, the government shutdown?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of a play-by-play thing. So,
Yeah, we could do that, I suppose. The government
I
shutdown.
mean, it's worthy of weekly.
Grand Theft
updates,
Auto
I would say.
Online. I mean, we could talk about that. I really want
Yeah,
Chiz to play
if the
that.
servers get better.
They will. They've got to. I hope.
Well, soon, hopefully.
Well, yeah, soon. But I really want Chiz to play that, and I wish he was here so I could pressure him into buying it and playing it.
What
Because
was
that's-
his reason not getting
Because
it?
he's an idiot. I don't know.
Just because he just didn't want to get it?
I don't know. I would
'Cause I
buy it
want it.
for him if it was that. Well, I don't have that kind of. I don't have buy a Katie and Xbox 360 kind of money.
No, well, I have a PlayStation. I don't
Yeah,
care
but
about
you'd only get it to play with me, right?
I don't have to play it online. I'd enjoy just driving around and crashing cars anyways.
What is that a hit on my driving? Are you saying I'm a bad driver?
No, I'm saying I would be a bad driver.
Because I am a bad driver. Be honest. Am I a bad
not.
driver in Grand Theft Auto?
No.
No? You can say I am. It's okay. I'm not going to get mad.
I'm honestly telling you, I do not believe that you're a bad driver.
Okay.
You have your oops moments, but
Yeah.
who doesn't?
You're right. So why haven't you gotten it then?
Because I'm saving money.
Do you want me to get it for you?
No,
Okay. Why not?
because
You just said you would enjoy it.
I would enjoy it.
So then why don't you do it?
Because
Is there
I
any
don't
way
want.
I could
Isn't
buy
it like
you-
$60?
Yeah.
No,
So what?
no.
So what? What do you?
I'm
What,
being responsible.
what else are you going to spend $60 on? What else?
Stuff
Like what?
like car payments.
Okay, right. I mean, essentials, of course, but you've got $60 to spend.
Oh, I have more than that, but
so then
that's not
spend
the point.
it. So what?
No,
Who
that's
cares?
not a-
You said you'd enjoy it. I am going to make you
That's
do
not
it.
a good motto.
All right. I am going to find a way to get Katie Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 3. Make that happen.
You buy it for me. I'm gonna be mad.
I don't even know how I would do that. Like, because I'd have to buy it and ship it to you, and that wouldn't be cost effective. Could I do I could buy it online and then call you and be like, hey, go to your local Best Buy. There's a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, God, that would be so slick. Writing it down. Where's my pen? I need my pen. Where's my pen?
Yeah, it would be slick now that I know about it.
So what? It still wouldn't be slick. You'd be like, oh, it's not slick
Yeah,
anymore.
when you buy
That's
it,
awesome.
Like if you buy it straight from Best Buy, I think they have like a delivery service. You can just put in, but you don't know my address, so ha.
They don't. What? You want it delivered to you? Well, that
No,
might be a
what
little
you're
much.
Just saying, you would have to figure out a way, and I'm not driving Best Buy.
Why not?
No, I'm lazy. It's out of my way.
God. Fine.
Walmart, maybe, but Best Buy, ooh.
Okay. Wait. Walmart.
No.
I
Stop.
hate giving Walmart money
Why?
because they're fucking chodes.
Why is that? Just because they sell cheap stuff?
No, not because they sell cheap stuff. It's because they absolutely destroy their workers and the middle class and all that. Walmart itself isn't a big deal, but Walmart, the idea of Walmart as an institution, what Walmart represents, is, I think, bad. And it's on all sides. It's on all sides.
Okay.
It's Walmart just absolutely crushing their workforce. We don't care. It's the very, in sports they say the next man up. You know, when a guy gets hurt, next man up, next man up. We don't have time to grieve or whatever.
Right.
It's
Right.
next man up, get him in, let's go. And Walmart's the same way with their workers. We don't care. We'll fire you. We're paying you $7.50, $8. Go away. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And there's absolutely break the working class as they do. I mean, even when we try to call and get games early and stuff and prank calls and stuff, you know how people, like scared those people are at the even possibility that they could get in trouble in their minimum. Like what? Because Walmart knows they have the power. We've got the jobs, and we're going to pay you the absolute minimum we have to, because where else are you going to go? And also, Walmart is kind of forced into doing that because the American consumer, how dare you decide maybe I'll pay a little bit more for stuff. Maybe I'll pay a little bit more. But no, it's what's the cheapest? What's the cheapest? Always the cheapest. Mm-hmm. And it's from all sides. It's just, and I don't think Walmart. I mean, there's Walmart the business, which is, you know, has questionable practices of its own, and then there's the I guess economic system that dictates or that necessitates a place like Walmart. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, even you got mad at me. I remember I was live streaming and I said I would pay an extra $75 to get Battlefield 4 on Steam. Just let it launch from Steam. Let Steam do that, and I'll pay an extra. I'll pay a premium for that because I'm willing to. Not I got to get it.
$100.
Yeah, and I'll pay, and even that I've said before, and I will always say I will pay more for video games. $60, I would have paid $80. I would have paid $100 for Grand Theft Auto 5. I would have, because it's an awesome video game.
Right.
I would have paid anything for that. Mm-hmm.
But
It's got to be the
also-
absolute lowest that it can possibly be, because then you put handcuffs on corporations to do things that you end up giving them shit for anyway. And then on some level you can sympathize with the corporations. They're like, what the fuck do you want? You don't want to pay $1 over whatever for this product, for this widget. You don't want to pay $1 over or a cent over $5 for this widget. But then you're going to complain when I outsource the making of these widgets to Taiwan and pay some guy 15 cents an hour? Well, what do you want? It's either I give you the product and still am able to make a little bit for myself, or you are making me lose money on every single product that I sell. And you know, so having it both, having your cake and eating it too, the proverbial way. So anyway, yeah, I'll find a way to get it to you. Maybe.
Walmart is a no-go. I will cross that off the list.
So you'll be mad at me if I bought it for you?
I would give you a talk.
A talk? Like what?
Yeah.
Like you've got a problem?
know that $60 on a video game is not to be spent right now.
Oh, so it's just money.
Yeah.
It's just money.
Yeah.
So what? I can go get more. I'll go get more. Somewhere. I don't know where. I'll find a way. Like and favorite. Like and
Just
favorite.
saying, that would be
Reminding
nice.
everybody, likes and favorites are appreciated. They do help. They do help the show out. They do help me out. So like and favorite. Come out to live streams. Watch live streams. Disable ad block. I appreciate it if you do that. I'm going to put on a great show, or try to put it, well, as best I can. I didn't say great, but put on a show as best that we can for you, regardless. But we appreciate it if you turn off ad block, all that stuff. But yeah. So what? Okay,
Promote it, I will ban you.
what's that? Oh, there you go.
If you promote it, I will ban you.
Yep. Don't promote it.
Which will be funny.
Don't tout it.
In your face.
Don't do any of that. It's not okay. So yeah, you're getting Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, speaking of Grand Theft Auto, and Grand Theft Auto Online dropped this week. It's so awesome. I mean, I spent, how long did that stream? I think I looked at, I spent 2 hours, two and a half hours trying to get into Grand Theft Auto Online in a live stream. And I had like 750 viewers watching me navigate through menus, watching me frozen.
40 minutes later, you finally got into it. Like, you ended the stream, and then just after that,
here's what happened. I ended the stream. So I was streaming Grand Theft Auto Online, which is the free multiplayer component, which is why I would pay $150 for Grand Theft Auto 5. Because everything you get for that, what the hell, man? And that's only $60. But I was streaming Grand Theft Auto, or I was trying to stream Grand Theft Auto Online, and for like 2 hours I was trying to get on launch day into the servers, and it just wasn't happening. And we'll talk a little bit about that after I tell this story. So I was trying to get in, and I was streaming, by the way, right here, twitch.tv/lefty643. Hit that follow button. You'll be notified every time I start live streaming. Don't miss a beat. They're a good time. Come on out. I promise.
They're fun.
I'm lying, and they're not always fun.
They really are. I enjoy them.
Oh, good. But you're obligated to like them.
No.
Yeah.
Did I enjoy it?
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
But so I'm trying to live stream Grand Theft Auto Online. It's not happening. But technically, I am trying to stream Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. So I have that in the titles, right? Which is, it's not morally wrong. It's not reprehensible, because I'm like, if I get into the game, I'm gonna be streaming Grand Theft Auto Online, so I can't be changing the title every time. But so people just keep coming in, and eventually, normally at the time, I was anywhere from 300 to 400 live concurrent viewers is what I could reasonably expect, which is still really good for just an unknown live streamer. And then I look over, and all of a sudden I'm at 600. 650, 700, 750 live viewers. And I'm like, I've done nothing but go in and out of this menu. Right. And then I did a little dance at the techno music that plays when the game would freeze.
Horrible music.
The Wubs? You don't like the Wubs?
No, I didn't. Well, it was too redundant.
That's true. There were a few songs in there that had a good they had like a good house techno beat. I think it's called like a Happy Hardcore is the brand of techno.
Happy Hardcore.
Oh yeah, Happy Hardcore. I used to
like trance.
What?
Maybe?
No. Trance is separate. Happy Hardcore is like its own little niche of
I gotcha. I think I know what you mean.
techno. And there's one that has like that kind of beat, and I was jiving on that. But I had 750 people watching me navigate menus.
Yep.
And get in and out of the game. So that's happening, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going in and out. I can't get it to work. Always the same stuff. And people are promoting fixes. One guy was like, dude, pull out your Ethernet cable from your Xbox for like 3 seconds right at this moment, and then plug it back in. And he kept it. So I was like, all right, I'll try it just to shut you up. And of course it didn't work. And so I just said, all right, I'm going to end the stream. I'm sorry. It's not working out. We've been here for 2 hours and literally nothing's happened. I'm not going to let 750 people watch me any longer navigate these stupid menus that I'm already sick of. So I turned off the stream, I keep XSplit open, but I'm just like, screw it, I'm going to go get something to eat. So I go make food and I come back. And I just say, all right, I'm going to try one last time. I'm going to try one last thing one last time. And I cleared my system cache on the Xbox, which for those of you that don't know, clears any downloaded updates for games. It doesn't clear save data. It doesn't clear your hard drive completely. It clears downloaded updates. It doesn't get rid of DLC or anything like that. So I did that, deleted my character, started a new one. All of a sudden, I'm in Grand Theft Auto Online. Not 20 minutes after ending my stream. And so I was overjoyed, but then I looked at the plate of food and I was like, I'm really hungry. So I proceeded to eat, and then I live streamed Grand Theft Auto Online into the night till like 3 a.m. My back's still stiff from that, but it was a lot of fun. So those are the kinds of things you can expect here, twitch.tv/lefty643. If you're watching on YouTube, come on over and check it out. It's a good time, I assure you. But yeah, so Grand Theft Auto 5 Online had issues, we'll say. We'll call them issues in with people getting into the multiplayer servers. And you know, this happens every single time. Every single time a huge game launches multiplayer. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5's multiplayer dropped a little bit later because they Rockstar, the developer, decided we are going to withhold the multiplayer component for 2 weeks until 2 weeks after the release of the full version of the game. And they did that, and so it was like it was kind of like a brand new game. You had all these people playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and loving it, and it's a great game. Go grab it if you haven't already. And they were waiting for multiplayer, just a rabid fan base, and now multiplayer drops. So it's almost like a brand new game. And all big game releases like that have server issues. It's just a fact of life. It is. And you can stress test all you want, you can do all the play testing you want, but there's on game day, it is a fact of life. I don't think there's been a single multiplayer release that has gone off smoothly. Can you remember one? Can you think of one?
I don't really ever remember.
Well, even Black Ops 2 had issues, didn't it? There were slowdowns.
Yeah, I don't ever remember any issues with Modern Warfare 3.
No, there were Modern Warfare 3 issues.
Were there? I don't remember any. I remember it always being really, really smooth.
No, there were big matchmaking issues, if I remember correctly. Black Ops 1 had big matchmaking issues. I don't know. Is there anything else? Any other big multiplayer releases that had MMOs all the time? MMO releases. I mean, and the cool thing about Grand Theft Auto Online, for those of you that don't know, is like it is an MMO. It essentially is. Without the massively. It's more of a multiplayer online thing because they are limited by the hardware of your Xbox 360 or PS3. And there are only so many players that they can represent on the map at any one time.
Right. Just
like with Battlefield 3 when it released on consoles, the reason that they can't do even 30, or at least now they can do it for next gen, but the reason DICE wasn't able to release 32-man servers on console was because, look, you know, there's only so many players, like there's only so much memory this machine has. And with the vehicles, the map, the characters, we can't do it. Mm-hmm. Or is 32 the max on BF3? Whatever it was, whatever the maximum was. They said we could add more players, but it would overload the memory on the machine. We just can't do it. We can't represent all these things. And so that's what Grand Theft Auto Online is basically. It's basically an MMO. I'm hoping on PC it's going to go crazy. I'm hoping on PC. I can't wait because I mean, let's face it, your average gaming PC is light years ahead of your Xbox 360 hardware. It just is. That's a fact of life. Now, they've been able, if you play Grand Theft Auto 5, you have seen that if you give people 6 years with hardware, they are going to squeeze every last ounce out of that hardware that they can. And Rockstar's done a tremendous job with that. But PC, it's a wide open landscape. You've got your ceiling is whatever the top tech is that even hasn't been released yet. That's your ceiling. And I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot bigger, servers, and it's going to be more of a massive multiplayer online game. But getting back to Grand Theft Auto Online, it's an MMO, and so a lot of people trying to join these servers. The servers were down. It was like, imagine everybody trying to, if you've ever been in a classroom, right? You're taking a class, elementary school, high school, college, whatever. And imagine everybody, when the bell rings, the class ends, everybody tries to get out the door at the same time. Every single person. It's not going to work. There's going to be a few people that get out, but most people are just going to be jammed together and, screaming and cursing and all that stuff. And that's essentially, it's a bastardization of what happened. I'm not technically inclined enough to explain it properly or even to understand it. But that's basically what happened. And my point is this. Because a lot of people were upset that, you had 2 weeks, Rockstar, to prepare this game to prepare multiplayer for release. And why can't I play it? I want to be able to play it. You say I can play it, but I can't. You've even had 2 weeks. And some people, everybody, the common defense is, well, it's the first day of a release. And that's true. And that's a very valid defense. Like, look, 1 million people, we generated $1 billion in revenue in 3 days. 3 days, you generated $1 billion in revenue on sales on this thing. Like 75% of those people are trying to get on these servers right now. There's just a whole piss pot full of people trying to play and see what this is all about. It's going to have issues. But while that's true, at some point, doesn't anybody raise their hand and be like, Rockstar, what did you do with that $1 billion? Where is that? Doesn't that help? Like a little bit? This is a little bit. Now, maybe it's not $1 billion in profit, but by now it's probably $1 billion in profit. And at some point, don't you say, look, because I saw a post on Reddit, a technical defense. They say, look, in order to, because it is technically capable to handle all of this traffic, because, and I was thinking that for a long time, because a lot of people say, well, they can't handle the traffic, the servers can't handle it. I say, well, wait a minute. There are platforms that handle millions of people every single day, all the time. Well, how many people are on Facebook right now? 10 million? 20 million? However many million people accessing Facebook right now, all those databases, all that stuff. How many people are playing World of Warcraft? Or in its heyday, were playing World of Warcraft at any one time, just on like on a down day. So the idea that the infrastructure isn't available to handle this player base is ridiculous, because there is a set number of servers and all the things that you need to make that happen in order to facilitate that amount of players that exists. It has to. And the reasoning is they say, well, look, they would have to pay for that, but then in a week, 2 weeks, a month, when a fraction of those people are trying to play now, what are they going to do? They're going to have to decommission those servers, and that's money lost, etc. And I read that post, and I heard that defense, and I just was like, because the implication is, well, what do you want them to do? Spend money that they don't have to? And my answer is, well, yeah, because they've got $1 billion freaking dollars. Do you know how much $1 billion is?
A lot.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
$1 billion is a lot. It's 1,000 million. Imagine taking a millionaire. All right, $1 billion would be represented by, if you rounded up 1,000 millionaires, just millionaires, single millionaires, and you added and you put them all in a room. That's $1 billion. And that's what Rockstar has just from the sales of this game. They were able to commission $250 million on spec to invest in Grand Theft Auto 5 before they sold a single pre-order. They invested $250 million. So at some point, yes, it is day one. Yes, there are going to be issues. I understand that. It's reasonable. But still.
There are a lot of issues, though.
Got $1 billion. What are a lot of issues? What are you talking about?
I'm just looking at their updated online launch status, just their updates. Cloud servers unavailable, failed to host a session, timed out when matchmaking. I mean, like excessively, not just like it just happens every once in a blue moon, because that's going to happen, but just ridiculous. Here, if you want, I can show you.
Okay. Well,
This was it was longer yesterday. And I think it's just they were really unprepared for it. Really, really unprepared.
I don't buy that excuse. I don't buy it. Because you know what helps you be prepared? $1 billion. Some portion of that $1 billion pie can help you be prepared so that you have minimal issues on launch day. Now, who am I to tell Rockstar how to spend their money, right? I'm nobody. Okay. But I don't know. I want to say, I want to ride that line, right? Like, it's totally understandable that they had issues day one. But on some other level, Rockstar's a little bit culpable here because you have the money and the power to make this happen.
Right.
You just choose not to. And you actively choose. There had to be a board meeting. I'm sure there was an IT guy at Rockstar that said, hey, look, if you guys want to make sure that all these people that bought this game can get in this game on day one, here's what we got to do. And here's the price tag. Here's how to make that happen. Here it is. Bam. Here's this plan. And Rockstar / Take-Two representatives sat around and they looked at that plan and they said no. They said, no, we're not going to do it. It's obvious they didn't do it because it didn't happen.
All right.
So they, being Rockstar / Take-Two, actively decided, no, we're going to saddle our customers with issues. We know these issues are going to happen, and we know they're going to be game-breaking. We know they are not going to be able to play what was promised to them. Accept it. And okay, because you know what? Grand Theft Auto 5 single player is freaking amazing. It's the best game of this year. I mean, and it's probably going to be the best game when this year ends, too. It's probably going to be the best game of 2013.
Right.
And there's no problem with saying, look, multiplayer is a shit show right now because so many people are playing it. Go play single player for a little bit. It'll be okay. Okay, but they still had to have that discussion. And they still had to make that decision where they said, no, we're going to make them deal with that. And I think, and I don't know what that means. Does that mean that Rockstar is a bad company? No. Does that mean that they're devious, that they're dastardly? No. It just means that,
Are we not doing a break?
No, we're not doing a break.
Okay, because Chiz said in the chat he's going to be coming in after break.
Oh, so we got to go to break?
Well, I'm sure you don't have to go to break.
Well, Chiz, just join up. Ready to go.
Yeah, man.
This is a shit show anyway.
Well, no.
I appreciate his effort. I appreciate his effort at professionalism to say, hey, look, go to a break and then I'll join and it can look seamless. And that's good. I like that. Were we a better show, were we a good show, we would do that. But we're not going to. No, we're not. Bad. And so I don't really know what I'm saying, but I think that's an observation that needs to be made.
It just sounds like you're simplifying it too much. Like
I'm simplifying it too much?
Yeah, like just to say that they're just not doing any. Like they're just looked at it and went no, and then. But
they did. They had to.
I'm sure there's something.
They had, but they had to have a decision made.
Because there is no way that a company like Rockstar is just going to be like, oh, this is probably our biggest thing for a while. We're just going to shit on it. Because I highly doubt that Rockstar would pull something like that.
No. That's not what I said. Hold on. That's not what I said.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. You're responding to something I didn't say. What I did say was that at some point, at an instant in time, when you shrink down, there was a point where Rockstar probably had a plan in front of them to make sure these issues didn't happen. They had a plan in front of them, and they said no, whatever their reasons, legitimate or not. They said no, and that was tacitly saying, we are going to saddle our customers with something less than this. There are going to be issues, and they're just going to have to deal with them. That is what they said. And that is what they had to say, because they had the choice. Fix it, no problems or problems for your customers. You can either choose the red pill, no problems for your customers, or the blue pill. There are going to be problems for your customers. And they chose the blue pill. How can you? I mean, that's what happened. It had to have. Unless it's technologically impossible. Unless I'm just completely off base and it's impossible to do that, which is possible, probable even. But I just think it's, you would be remiss not to understand that Rockstar probably could have spent a little bit more money and made it easier, but they didn't. And that's not necessarily bad. It just is. Chiz, hello.
Is it up yet?
Is what up yet? Are you up yet? Yeah, you're up.
Can you even get on? Does it work yet?
Yeah.
If I bought it right now, plugged it in, do I have to go to the lobby?
Maybe.
With some finagling, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you'll be able to get in. You should, dude. I've been It's amazing. People love it.
It's so fun.
It's fun.
It
I haven't
funny.
played it, and it's fun.
It looks fun as shit. I just want to go drive in a car and hit people.
So where you been? Where you been? Elephant in the room. We'll get back to Grand Theft Auto Online. What happened?
I was in Belize.
Oh,
I was in Belize.
solving our troubles in Syria. I hope.
I was
Overseas in Syria. Yes,
I don't have to do that. I was going to do that, but there was a government shutdown, and that's why I wasn't here. That's why I wasn't here. For those
There
that
you
don't
go.
know,
Government
I'm
shutdown.
a government contractor.
Yeah.
First thing to get cut. I
He's
also
affirmative
make
action.
passports.
He's our affirmative action hire.
I was non-essential, so
Non-essential Spaniard. That's your new title.
I stamp. Wow, I stamped passports, and that went away real quick too. So
Damn.
I'm sorry.
You were asleep, weren't you?
I'm not confirming or denying that. If you can't tell by the look on my face, then who's the bad guy then?
Wow. You're lucky we didn't kill you off, or I didn't fire you again.
No, don't. It's almost come full circle. A year. I don't want another 2 months of hate.
Oh yeah, the hate you got for that show.
But guess what now? Actually, no, I'm wrong. Forget what I was going to say. So, is this a shit show hour, or what do you want? There's 400 people here. Hello. Hi, 400 people here. What did you talk about so far?
We've talked about you possibly being dead and what kept you from the show. And then we've talked about, I don't know, Katie, what the hell have we talked about?
We did talk about, you talk about how much you hate Walmart.
Oh, yeah, we talked a little bit about Walmart.
And then, of course, the Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar, yeah. What's wrong with your clock?
It's not the alarm. I thought I woke up and turned it off subconsciously because I do that all the time. The alarm is still on though, but it never went off.
Is it set for
It's set for
AM?
PM. It was set for 1:11 p.m. and it's got the thing. It says alarm is on. I never turned it off. What in the fuck? This isn't my fault. This isn't my fault.
Your
been
alarm
off.
clock was not essential too.
It was government.
Yeah, it was the government. Government.
Guess what GE stands for? Government Electric.
Nice.
Boom.
No, it's General Electric. Isn't
No,
it?
Government Electric.
Okay. All right. We'll go with that for now.
That's what's powering my alarm clock.
Is the government and the government shutdown? No.
What other topics did we have?
No, I want to get you to play Grand Theft Auto 5. So what I want you to do tomorrow is go to your local GameStop or Target or Best Buy or retailer near you and pick up Grand Theft Auto 5, and we're going to stream it, and it's going to be fun.
Ari?
Yes.
It is fun.
But you haven't played it.
Funny to watch.
It is funny to watch, I'll give you that.
I have played it.
You know what's funny is you pulling like 550 viewers watching you frustratedly frustratedly just dashboard, listen to dubstep,
Yep.
dashboard.
You know what? It
That
got
was
up.
an entertaining
It
stream.
got up to
It get-
750.
Yeah, it got up to about
What?
750 at
Yeah.
one point.
Were you even in the game at that point?
No.
No,
Same screen.
dashboarding, dubstep,
Wow.
dashboarding, dubstep. Yeah, 750 live
That is
viewers.
incredible.
No.
Last night I was up to like 900 something. I was
think
playing.
it's
I was actually playing though. Yeah.
950,
Yeah.
950-ish.
I was playing with Burns and Chris.
Uh.
I am the dank.
Who did you do golf? Are you gonna do a golf tournament?
I have to try out golf. I haven't played it in game yet.
I know Burns is trying to host a golf tournament.
No, I was just robbing a lot of liquor stores and then
Killing Asian men.
killing Asian. What?
Yeah, you said
Wow.
robbing liquor stores when you would shoot the people whenever you robbed them. They were all Asian people.
No, you were the one that noticed that they were all of a certain nationality. You were the one that brought that up. So don't try to pin your racism on me.
Right.
I just did what I had to do as a young hood in the streets
You're the one
to get
who-
by and make money.
Mm-hmm.
The one guy, they pull a gun on you if you turn away. I had to shoot him. Okay. And the one guy, I was trying to be a Batman and shoot the guy that was robbing the liquor store that I had walked into, but I missed and shot the clerk in the face with a shotgun.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were trying to do
That's
something
right.
with precision, you shouldn't use a scatter gun.
Yeah, but, you know.
I don't think does Batman even own a shotgun. I don't know. I
No,
haven't
he
seen
doesn't.
it.
He doesn't. He kills
Okay,
people.
okay.
He
Okay.
doesn't kill people.
Yeah,
That's
he
his-
doesn't kill people. That's
No,
his whole thing.
that's his thing,
He
yeah.
hurts them. He knocks them out,
Doesn't kill.
but he doesn't kill them for whatever.
So I wasn't. I was. We actually had this discussion with Dank, who is an avid comic book fan. I said, well, who's another superhero that actually kills people instead of Batman, who doesn't kill people? And he has said he was basically just like any other. Is he frozen for you too, Katie?
No.
No,
Oh, he was frozen for me. What are you doing,
I
Google?
was frozen.
So we need to decide what we're going to do with the show in 15 minutes.
It's your show. Do it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I need to pee because the first thing I did was go, oh fuck, and then jump in here. So I haven't pissed and I haven't gotten anything to drink.
All right, go do that.
Well, we're good.
You don't need to wait for a
break.
break. If you got to pee,
Yeah.
you don't need to. You don't need. to
No,
wait for
we're
a break.
good. We got 10 minutes until break time. Then we're good, and then everything should be firing on all cylinders.
Okay.
But I'm good. What else did you want to talk about?
Well, just to wrap it up, get Grand Theft Auto 5 on the Xbox, and we're going to play that shit.
Okay.
We talked a little bit about the Grand Theft Auto launch, the Grand Theft Auto Online launch, and whether it's reasonable to expect companies, or maybe should companies invest a little bit more. Is it reasonable to be like, you're making a lot of damn money from this game, or from your operations? Maybe you could invest a little bit more to make sure, or try to ensure, that there's not many multiplayer issues when multiplayer drops, or game issues when anything drops.
Here's what I think. I think they don't do that because, yes, initially it's being flooded and pinged nonstop with people joining it.
Mm-hmm.
But what's to happen? Like, I think of EA in this situation. What's to happen 7 months from now? Are those servers going to be filled to capacity? No, if they bought extra servers, they'll probably be gone, dead, and then they're losing money in that case. So that's why they don't do it. Is it justifiable? Not really, because it should work out the box on launch, especially when you've given 2 weeks notice, essentially. Hey, on at this time. So could they buy servers and then just take them down gradually? Maybe. I don't know what goes into that. Or maybe
Yeah,
it's on Xbox's networking end. There's no dedicated servers on Xbox. There will be on the One. So
Yeah, and if it was just if Rockstar says, like, look, we've had the servers, it was just Xbox. You're trying to connect through Xbox Live, because, and I forget this sometimes too. I mean, everything goes through Microsoft servers.
right.
Everything. It has to. And then you realize, well, wait a minute, if any part of that chain is slow or goes down, the whole chain doesn't work. So
True.
yeah, and if Rockstar says that, well, then I've got nothing to say, and I'm just a big dumb dummy head. But I just think, you generated $1 billion in 3 days. Now, again, it's not my place to say you should take X amount of your profit and reinvest it into this game so I have a seamless multiplayer experience. But what is it about the idea of, well, maybe I'll take a little less profit, or maybe I'll spend, because we talked about paying more for video games at the top of the show. I said, what is it about that idea of maybe I'll take a little bit less profit, or maybe I'll spend a little bit more money that I don't necessarily have to, just because maybe you're paying for something nice. Maybe you think, the business deserves it, or you want to do a service, or you want to, if you're taking fewer profits, you want to reinvest it in your business as a thank you to customers for helping you generate $1 billion in sales in 3 days. So that you're like, here's a seamless multiplayer experience. We don't care about the back end costs. We'll eat that as a thank you to you. Why is that such a foreign thing to us? And if so, why?
I don't know. I would point the blame finger at Rockstar for not doing that, but has anyone done that who's had a giant launch successfully? No one takes the hit for the betterment of the user experience. It's always cash grab, which
And
I don't even know. I don't even know if they thought they would generate $1 billion, but when they did, and they had 2 weeks, it's like you could have gone it up to snuff if you wanted to, unless it is on Xbox, in which case you can't do shit.
Right.
Can't have them
and you know
buy
what?
more servers.
Good on Rockstar for taking the bullet for Microsoft, if that's the case. Because Rockstar, I don't think I've read anything that where Rockstar raised their hand like, no, it's not us, it's Microsoft. Yell at them. They've if it's on Microsoft's end from a strict technical standpoint, good on Rockstar. We're like, yeah, we'll take the bullet, whatever.
Laying down on that sword.
You know what I've read is that the people that work at and own Rockstar live up to their namesake. They live up to the idea of being rock stars. They don't care. They don't care about the controversy, about consumer complaints. They're just like, fuck you. We're Rockstar. We don't, Team Bondi, when they were complaining about, the working hours for getting LA Noire done, Rockstars, nah, we don't care.
But don't show cutscenes.
But don't show cutscenes. We're going to fucking take
care.
your shit.
We will fucking stab you if you show cutscenes. So help us, God.
I don't like that. You know that I haven't heard many Grand Theft Auto Let's Plays getting in trouble.
Yeah, I haven't either. I mean, I haven't watched any. I've watched clips, but I haven't seen anyone's go down. I think I would have seen it on Twitter by now if that were the case. Maybe they've just been pretty lenient after LA Noire.
Yeah.
What are they doing next?
Red Dead
Redemption 2.
Red Dead 2. And make a PC release for that motherfucker. God damn it. It looks like an amazing game, but I want to play it on PC.
Grand Theft Auto, essentially in the Old West.
I don't care. Cool. See, that's what I thought LA Noire was going to be. I'm like, oh man, I'm a detective in the 40s in LA, but it's like Grand Theft Auto. Like, yes. And then it's like, oh no. Remember that whole open world? Gotcha. There's really no open world.
You can drive to your next mission, but it's not really open worlded.
And I defy anybody to legitimately claim that they, by, I don't know, a third of the way through their game, they weren't telling their partner, you drive, I have to go over the case notes. Once I figured out you could do that, like, I have to drive everywhere across this LA, and it was a huge map, beautifully done. But I have to drive, nope. You drive. No. Gotta go over the case notes.
Yeah, that's when something's wrong, when you don't want to drive.
That's because there's no free roam aspect.
You didn't have to drive in Saints Row 4. You got to the point where if you were super powered up enough, you were faster than driving.
Oh, so does it become Crackdown at some point, Saints Row 4?
It does. It totally does. You're running and just leaping over buildings and shit like that.
Oh my goodness, Crackdown, what a beautiful game you were.
Crackdown 1.
Crackdown 1. Crackdown 2, I didn't even play because I heard it was so bad.
It was bad.
Really bad?
Really bad.
That sucks.
Like Kevin Costner bad.
Well, Kevin Costner's had some hits. What are you talking about, Kevin Costner bad? Okay, The Postman was awful.
The Postman, what is the island one called again?
Oh, God. Waterworld?
Yeah.
It's just land sickness. Are you kidding me? Stop it.
I loved Waterworld.
What?
Yeah.
You loved Waterworld?
I haven't seen it in a really long time, but when I was a kid, it gave me kicks. Like, I got a kick out of it. I thought it was cool.
you're dating her.
He takes her down
when
in
I
the
was a kid, I thought it was entertaining. I haven't seen it since I was maybe 6.
he takes her down in the sphere a couple hundred feet to see the derelict cities underwater, and there's a submarine crashed into the Empire State Building. What is happening? Why can Kevin Costner have gills? What's going on? I don't understand this at all.
Movie was fucking awful.
It was so bad. Oh.
It was hilariously bad. It was funny to laugh at. It was that bad.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of other bad Kevin Costner movies. I think Waterworld takes the cake, though.
Yeah, it's got to. I mean, The Postman, Waterworld, 3,000 Miles to Graceland. That one's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
See, I like Tin Cup, Bull Durham.
Bull Durham's a good movie.
Yeah, Bull Durham's amazing. Tin Cup is good. What else? Or the Kevin Costner.
I'm trying to
flicks.
think of a good Kevin Costner movie.
What was that one where it's he's the deciding vote in a presidential election?
Oh, God. What was
Recount? Swing vote? Yeah. What
That
a
was horrible.
piece of, what a pile that was.
I don't even know what I
Oh,
watched.
For the Love of the Game. Fuck you, For the Love of the Game. You suck. You are awful. Just a bad movie. Oh, I'm an old baseball player. Let me reminisce about my life as I happen to throw a perfect game. It's basically Kevin Costner oh, man, you remember Bull Durham? That was a baseball movie that I was in. Go see For Love of the Game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves baseball.
That's fine. Good for him.
Faggot.
Nice. Very
Big
nice.
Field of Dreams.
Wow. When we go to break here in a few minutes, let's take the time. We'll get a click to tweet going. Let's get some more people in the stream. We're going to extend the show by at least a half an hour. We'll see how far we go. If Chiz gets some coffee in him and some cigarettes and
It wasn't my fault, people. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was 1:11 p.m. The light is still on. I turn it off now in case. And I don't hit the snooze button. There's no way I hit snooze for 4.5 hours. I would have been up by then.
who hits the snooze button? What
I don't. I just
I
turn it
never
off.
have.
what an awful cock tease the snooze button is.
It's just so annoying.
The alarm goes off and you're like, I'm awake. Oh, this is
Extra
fucking awful.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
An extra
Boop.
2 minutes.
Oh, I'm just about to go back to sleep. Meh, meh, meh. Mother. Just go back to sleep.
I couldn't program myself to start hitting it. It's boom. I slide the thing to the right off because it's fucking loud and annoying. And on my phone, alarms didn't go off either. This wasn't my fault. It was God and the government.
It was the government. The government shut down. The infrastructure shut down. That's what happened.
Blame
Right?
them.
That's why it didn't work.
That's right. We shouldn't blame you. It's not really your fault. It's not really your fault, Chiz.
But
I said it's not really your fault. I believe you. You think I'm disagreeing with you. I'm not. It is not your fault. I believe that you made. In fact, at the top of the show, I mentioned this because I was like, he's Johnny on the spot with being like, all right, show today. Let's do this.
And I hit you up early today. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, what are we going to do? This, that. Yeah, I'll be here at this time, that time. Good. And I was like, I looked at my watch, and I noticed the light wasn't coming out of the window, which is never a good sign. Looked at my watch, I'm like, oh, fuck, and jumped out. Yeah,
I didn't kick you off the show this time, so.
you didn't. I appreciate that.
You're good to
I
go.
get one every year.
Yeah, you get one sick day.
I
I'm
get
like
one every
fucking Walmart. You get one sick day a year. You use that up and you miss it again, you're done.
They'll get another door greeter.
Old man, get out of here, Grandpa. We can get another greeter. You think we can go down to the old folks' home and get another one of you just like that?
Preferably a Vietnam vet one because they're more entertaining, more likely to snap on people from PTSD. Great people.
I'm just imagining just some old dude just beating people with cane.
I want to see that. I want to see a
out
Walmart
of
greeter
nowhere.
just snap.
Well, you could see the World War II vets that crashed the barricades to get into their World War II monument in Washington,
Oh,
D.C.
yeah.
Well, they didn't actually do it. Somebody kind of moved one of those iron barricades. They were like, yeah. And then the news media, of course, they crashed the gates. They're like they're 95 years old. They're not crashing anything. Let them go.
But they wanted to.
They wanted to. They would have, were they not 95 years old and, decrepit and all that stuff. So, more. That's Not Why You Called. Extended show. Bonus cut. Likes and favorites and follows appreciated. More coming along the way after a brief timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
That's not why you called. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
Way to mute your microphone, genius. We're back. That's Not Why You Called. Good job, Katie.
What?
You didn't mute your microphone. My I'm gonna try that again.
Way to
I'm
talk.
gonna do things now.
Way to mute your microphone. There we go.
We'll use take B. Take B.
Yeah, you roll B on that. All right, what were you laughing at? What two times were we? Anyway, welcome back. That's Not Why You Called. We're here. Chiz is back. He's here. He's alive. I thought he might have been dead or something serious happened with his family, but not. He just slept because.
He always thinks the worst.
Well, I was thinking, like, man, if I give him shit right now and he turns out to have like died in a car crash.
I said you were either sleeping or pooping.
You didn't say sleeping.
I'm
I
not
did.
lefty.
You probably
I don't.
taking a nap or something.
I'm not
Oh, did you
lefty.
say
I
that?
don't drop massive dumps for like 5 hours or anything.
What's wrong with that? Why is that bad?
I didn't say it was.
So
I'm just-
what? I read on the
That's
toilet
my
until my
character
foot
trait.
falls asleep. Why? What is that wrong? Am I a criminal now?
Are you sitting like crisscross, like leg under your leg?
Yeah, I'm
when you're-
sitting Indian style on the toilet. That's what I'm
How do
doing.
you put- Your foot's asleep. I understand your ass falling asleep.
No, my foot falls asleep. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's a circulation problem. I don't know. But usually one of my feet goes like slightly
Oh.
How
down.
long are you sitting
Okay.
there?
I don't know.
We were talking about bowel movements. Now you're pulling out.
What?
You know how long you sit there.
No, it's not like I time myself. My timer is usually when my foot goes numb. I'm like, I better stand the fuck up.
I'm gonna lose that time to
And
what?
then people wonder why I'm like kind of laughing when I come out of the bathroom. It's because my foot's like waking up as I'm walking. I'm like,
I wouldn't be concerned.
when it tickles, like when a limb falls asleep and it starts to wake up again. It like gets
Yeah.
ticklish.
The nerves start to come back.
Yeah. And so like when I walk on my foot that's asleep, I'm like,
That's how you know. If you see Lefty in real life at like an airport or something, and he starts giggling while walking, maybe with a limp, you know he just took a massive poo
yeah.
to the
I-
point
no,
to
no,
where
no,
his
I-
foot fell asleep.
No, I don't do that. That is not public. That is not for public consumption. I only drop those kinds of deuces at home base. Always at home base. Only
Always?
home base.
Now, only the massive ones, or do you just not poo? Period. Outside of
I try my best not to have to poop outside of home base.
well,
I try
good
my
on
best.
you. But what if you had like a burrito bowl? Some
I'm in and out. I got to
nachos?
get in and out. I got to get in and out. But I make sure you got to get it all. If it's serious, if it's an
Oh, yeah.
emergency, yeah.
You don't want to
gotta-
be getting up and going, oh fuck, and then sitting down again.
Right. Yeah, you got to make sure you get it all. But I try to avoid it mainly because what we talked about last week for the industrial toilet paper that chafes your butthole.
Which is a real thing.
And there was a commenter who's like, I'm a janitor. There are different plies
saw that.
used for women's bathrings.
Which-
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
what he
guys
said
get
across.
different shit. That's fucking
That's
bullshit.
fucking sexist. That is bullshit.
I
God,
was gonna say because I've never had toilet paper that was that bad.
that's bullshit.
That's such bullshit. Like, I
probably
get
Googled
why
it.
you need it, but it should be equal, okay? You know how hard it is to do a quick dump in like an airport or something with the giant like 2-foot wide toilet paper dispenser with the little flap hanging out, and you're going, oh fuck! And what happens if it rips way up in there? Then you gotta shove your hand up in there.
Right.
Now we're
Or you gotta
gross.
use your fingers to like kind of turn the roll
and spin it down a little, and then
Yeah.
when you got some leverage, then you start spinning. She has no idea what we're fucking talking about because apparently the world is sexist, and they get better toilet paper. Not even better, just working toilet paper because what we have done
Toilet paper that doesn't make you bleed when you rub it on yourself.
like
That's
bark
all I want. Don't make me bleed when I rub it on myself.
It's like they were making paper and they stopped on like step 2, and it's like, yeah, there's still tree bark and shit in there, but why not? It's just for fucking toilet papers in airports. Give it to them.
Oh, it's awful.
Are you Googling to see if you can find the 2 different types of toilet
Yeah, I
paper?
want to know.
Will you put your glasses on at least? Put your
No.
glasses on.
No.
It's
I like
okay.
squinting.
I don't need my glasses.
Okay, well then 10
It's
o'clock
just
rolls
bright.
around. My head hurts really bad. Like, well, I
That's
wonder
because
why.
I didn't have my lights on, and I only had my bright ass freaking monitor on.
And you also said because I didn't have my glasses on and I was squinting to read the chat.
Yeah. Good point.
That's what I thought. So,
I don't want to hear it, sir.
I wish I had working glasses.
Do you have bad eyes?
Yeah, I wear contacts, but I don't wear my
Oh,
glasses.
right.
I wear glasses. Well, I have glasses. I wear them to bed. Well, I mean, from the bathroom to bed, and then I read, and then I take them off. I don't sleep in them. But I've had them for like 12 years,
God damn.
and they show every
like-
single bit of that 12 years. It's
Are you nearsighted or farsighted?
what am I, Katie?
You're asking me?
I don't know. I always confuse nearsighted
know
and
you can't see.
farsightedness.
That's it.
I can't see things that are far away. I can see things that are close. So nearsighted. I can only see
Nearsighted,
things that are near. But yeah, I mean, I wish because like when I'm streaming late into the night, like I so badly want to go take out my contacts and put on my glasses because your eyes start to burn and my what is it? Ophthalmologist.
Yes.
Did I
That is
get
the
that right?
doctor.
Ophthalmologist said that leaving my contacts in for too long was causing blood vessels to get larger or grow in my eye, which was changing my prescription for the worse. So she was
Actually,
like,
an optometrist, by the way.
"Oh, optometrist." Well, then what's ophthalmology? Ophthalmology has to do with the eye.
It does. It might be.
Yeah, but it's not like
Is it surgery? Is it like optic?
it's just
eye surgery?
ophthalmology is a branch of medicine that deals with the anatomy, physiology, and diseases of the eye. It's not
Well,
like
then there, that's an ophthalmologist. If you're an optometrist, you're an ophthalmologist. It's like fucking, the pot and the kettle or the fucking shit. Yeah, the pot and the kettle. If you're a kettle, you're a pot. If you're a pot, you're a
The
kettle.
person that gives you your contacts and prescribes you is your optometrist. Just letting you know.
Whatever.
I don't know what's wrong with you broken people that should have died off years ago in the genetic line, but I don't have that problem. How long have you had glasses or needed glasses?
Me since junior high.
I don't
Oh,
even
damn.
need glasses. I just have like they said 19/20, like barely even. So like I can see everything here fine, but if I were to want to see something like maybe 1,000 meters ahead of me, it would be barely fuzzy. Barely.
Meters? What are we in jolly old England now? It's miles, baby. Come on now.
Anyways,
But it's just weird. It's a weird denomination of length for you to just be like meters in America.
I don't
know
want to say anything. I'm trying to measure out how many feet is in a meter.
it's about a
Really?
yard. It's about a yard. It's like 3.1.
That's what I thought.
Feet
yeah, it's
in
like
a meter.
3 something.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
we should
So-
use meter. We should use the metric system.
We
It's
should.
so
'cause it
much easier.
Makes sense. They're all denominations of 10. Whereas feet, miles, everything else is just fuck it.
It's basically just like, meh.
Yard is 3 feet. Why
fuck
3? Why
this.
not 5?
Wait, why aren't we using cubits then? We can use cubits. Let's go back to that. The length from the tip of your elbow to the middle finger on your hand. That's a cubit. Bam.
Well, for me, that's almost. I might as well just use a foot. I think my wrist to the inside of my elbow is my foot length.
Wrist to the inside of the elbow?
Yeah, like where it bends. Let me see. That's pinky to thumb fully extended out.
Oh, God, here we go.
No, my foot's longer, so I can't measure it with my hand.
Ghost in the
Body
chat said,
parts,
let's
huh?
use Kelvin for...
Yeah.
Yeah, let's use Kelvin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold out. What is it? It's like 75 Kelvin.
Go do the math. That's
Because-
the one that sucks the most for me for converting anything is Fahrenheit to Celsius. I know the basics. Everyone knows, Celsius 0, 100, for boiling or whatever.
Right.
And it's like 232 or whatever for Fahrenheit boiling.
It's some weird. It's like Celsius minus this over the conversion is weird. It's a weird scale, but Kelvin's the one where 0 is absolute 0, right?
It's absolute 0.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
No one uses Kelvin, for the record.
Everybody uses Kelvin.
Unless
Everybody
you work
should
in a
use
lab, you shouldn't be using Kelvin.
What kind of nerd was Kelvin? Nerd.
Kelvin is just 273 plus Celsius. Okay, that's easy, but there's a reason we use Fahrenheit and adopted Fahrenheit is because the range allows us to apply it to a daily means of understanding it. So, 242 is boiling. We know that anything from there to 100 doesn't fucking matter, but from 100 down to even below 0, we use that and can moderate our weather and talk about it in a daily sense. Celsius, 100 is, it's cool, 100 is boiling, but you only then use numbers like 35 to 0. And the range and how detailed you can get is very limited. It just doesn't, honestly, and when it comes to conversions, Fahrenheit makes more sense for weather, whereas measurements, the metric system makes more sense.
Ah, there you go. This has been Science Corner, which is
Yeah, negative 32, bitch. 32, bitch, not negative 32. I always do that.
See, I had to learn a little bit of Celsius. Well, obviously in chemistry class in high school, but with my PC and monitoring temperatures, what my CPU is idling at.
Because those are in Celsius.
Those are in Celsius. And I'm like, oh man, 19 degrees. Like, what is it? I don't have a liquid cooler. And I'm like, oh, it's Celsius, you moron.
How is it even running? It's frozen right now. 19.
Yeah, right. Like, it's not that cold in here. What is this? Oh, damn. Yeah.
I just say it's 10 and we know what it means. You should know what it means if you use Celsius. You can go, it's 10, but for us, we have to figure that out. Is that cold? I assume so.
Right,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
hard.
say if you say 10, what's the difference between 10 and 11 degrees Celsius,
Is like 10 degrees or 5 degrees in Fahrenheit.
which can be a statistically significant, I guess, difference.
Yeah.
I mean, saying it's it's 68 degrees outside versus it's 73 or it's 75 degrees outside. It's a little bit different. You're able to describe more accurately or give people a better understanding of what they're going into without getting into decimals, because then you can
Right.
get into decimals, which works.
Those aren't fun.
Decimals are fun, but fractions, fuck fractions.
Fractions.
Oh,
Are,
fractions. They can go to hell.
fractions are like the most worthless thing ever. Just give me a decimal. I know what it means.
Hate fractions.
You should just
Same
teach
thing with like
decimals.
radians versus degrees. Who uses radians? Who fucking cares about radians? It's all about
Nobody got time for
degrees.
that shit.
No, give me degrees. It's a 45-degree angle. I don't need to know that it's root 2 over pi. I don't need to know that. I don't care. 45 degrees, motherfucker.
Yeah, somebody pointed this out. In England, we use miles on the road. That's another thing where you guys are kind of fucked up. You guys use miles on the road and also monitors. You use miles on the road. You gauge your speed in kilometers. A lot of times I've heard miles per hour, though. And then you get your gas by the liter. It's so confusing and not necessary. Just pick a system. Our system works for that. You don't need to do kilometers. They're just
Kilometers.
Yeah, I think it is actually miles per hour in the UK.
Somebody says you're being class played in my political science. What?
what does it even mean? You're being class played in my political science. Are you playing us in a political science class right now? Because
we can talk politics. We can talk politics. We can talk government shutdown.
Is your professor red, blue? Where does he stand? We'll make this really interesting real quick.
He's probably a liberal.
Probably.
If he's teaching political science in a classroom, probably liberal. Unless he's in the South.
In which case, they don't know what that word means.
No, to them it's liberal. You one of them liberals over there? Hey, man. What you talking about? Liberals. That damn thanks, Obama. I call you Obama, man.
That is the catch-22 phrase. Just, thanks, Obama.
Who is the guy? Oh, what was his name? He used to do the Monday Night Football song. He was some country guy. And he did that. Everybody's heard this song at one point in their life. And he did that. And he was on some Fox show live via satellite for some unknown reason talking politics. And they asked him, like, what's one thing you don't like, or who's causing this? And he's like, Obama. And he's like, what? And he just became the epitome of just, disenfranchised political actors that are just, or people that talk politics, that their only answer to why things suck is Obama.
That's all you have to say.
It's
you don't have to
Obama's fault.
explain your point. Just Obama. I get it.
Obama. It's just
agree.
Obama. Yeah.
Yeah, he said Obama. Got it.
Hank Williams Jr. Thank you, DuPont Race. Wait. Oh, DuPont Racing? Oh, I get it. Sorry if we offended you with those Southern jokes, because you're obviously a NASCAR fan. Wait, DuPont Chemicals, don't they make explosives? Like C4 and shit like that? Chiz just left. Is he going back to sleep?
You did tell him to just go when he needed to.
I did before, but he said no. So I figured that was off the table.
No, I don't know. Maybe he's just rude.
Oh, like somebody that leaves and isn't back in time for the end of a break and then forgets to mute their microphone. So there's a big when they put their headphone back on, like that.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I mute my mic.
I got it.
I know what to do, and I got to press a button over here on a board next to all these other buttons. It's sketchy.
Oh, do you have a cough button?
Oh no, I just hit the mute button.
Oh, okay.
That would be cool though.
Yeah, I'd like that. Just a little boop. See, I'm always worried. I just don't like clicks. I don't like when things get, turned on like that. See, like that, like you just heard right there.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, that was a click. Because Samsung Galaxy S4 is a crappy audio amplifier.
I can't see you though, bitch.
But it still can do that, and it's funny.
That was directed to Samsung. We can't see you, bitch.
We can't see you. Give us tablets with which to play sound clips and sound bites. And
please.
Please.
We will be nice to you. No,
we won't pay you. We don't have money to pay you, but
we pay you in knowledge.
Yeah,
and
we will promote your things. So.
Yeah, whatever those may be. We don't care if you're a racist or a KKK member, Grand Dragon, or a hillbilly on meth. We will do whatever you want.
All right. Okay. You brought up meth. Go ahead and
Breaking Bad ended last week, and now I'm just talking to the chat essentially because no one in this call knows anything about Breaking Bad.
I actually watched the ending.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I caved and watched it.
That is so fucking weird.
Well, everybody was talking about it. I figured I better be involved in the ending for some reason. Everybody's so excited for the end. I'm like, well, I better watch and see how it ends. It was good. No, even I could tell, me, an uninitiated noob into the world of Breaking Bad, could tell that was a satisfactory ending. I was completely and utterly wrong about the ending to Breaking Bad. I could tell that you got that all the hardcore fans were going to be not sacrificed. That'd be weird.
All right, I'm not that big of a fan.
Would be satisfied by that because it was a good ending. Like, I could kind of sense the storylines, obviously not the specifics, but they touched on a lot of stuff, I could tell. And
Never watch it now.
I can watch it.
You'll never watch it now.
What, like I would have before? You really think
That's
I would
what
go?
I'm saying. I mean, now this is like the final nail in the coffin. Like, he saw the ending. He's got no point to watch. I mean, there's a great point to go watch it. There's a lot of fucking shit in it.
Mhm.
But it's like, fuck. I
So-
would do that with the Dexter finale.
But you liked it. But so you were happy with the ending. It was satisfactory.
It was satisfactory. I was happy. I liked it. It wasn't as grandioso as I thought it would be, but it was a great ending. It wrapped it up. I like that Vince Gilligan did not leave it fucking open for anyone to interpret the story as they want to for the next 30 goddamn
Fucking
years.
David Chase, god damn it.
You people are cop-out writers. Write a resolution. He's like, no, you invested your time for this 5 years. It needs to go from A to Z, and that's how we did. And he wrapped it up, and I liked it. Very happy. I cannot wait to go back and binge watch the entire goddamn series again.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, not the most recent half season that went up, but all the way through 5A you can watch. Unless you are in the UK, in which case you can watch all of it because they don't have AMC over there.
We'll see.
But yeah, I was happy, and I'm a little sad, but at the same time I'm all right. I'll go find another show to go watch. That's nowhere near Breaking Bad level. Vince Gilligan's writing 2 new shows now. Better Call Saul, which is a character you don't see in the finale, so you don't know what I'm talking about. A spin-off series. It's a prequel to Breaking Bad. That should be interesting. Hopefully
I'm
they
not
don't
a fan
emphasize
of-
how big of it's a prequel, but that it's its own series with the lawyer because he's funny and has his own things. And he's doing Battle Creek, which is it's like a cop drama or something. So that'll be interesting to check it out. His writing staff is amazing. Yeah, I got nothing more to say. There's no point going into spoilers. You saw it, so we're good. Go. I have faith Katie may pick it up one time when it's on Netflix all the way.
Maybe.
Fucking make him watch it with you. It
I
should
don't
be
think
out
that-
around November.
Wait, what was that, Katie?
So I don't think I could make you watch something with me.
As long as it's not a scary movie, I'm good.
Yeah. Which I'm the same way.
I don't like horror movies.
Well, I'll put a predicate. I'm making up words. I'll put
Caveat.
there you go.
Are you thinking
On
about
it,
it?
I will watch scary movies forced if there is at least 2 lights on in the household. If you darken out the room, I will punch you in the face more than
Nope,
likely at
not
some point
happening.
during the movie.
See, I've seen movies like 13 Ghosts, but that's not really a horror movie.
That's not a horror movie. That's
That
shit.
movie scared the shit out of me.
Really? That?
Really?
Yeah, like the thing that gets me is the way they did the audio with the like jerky movements of the ghosts.
Oh,
How
okay.
sometimes the ghosts would like flicker in and out, and
Mhm.
like they, that just creeped me out. But probably the scariest movie, the one that I can't watch, is House on Haunted Hill.
You see, the scariest
But any
movie I've
other
ever
scary movie, I don't care. I can watch it.
the scariest movie I've ever seen is The Shining, hands down.
Really?
Yeah,
Believe it or not, I have not seen that movie.
scares
We've talked
the
about this.
piss out of me every single time. The Shining.
But do you think it would scare you if you watched it now?
Yes. Oh yes.
Really?
I've watched it a few times on cable.
Mm.
And
I think
it
it's
still
'cause
freaks
you
me out.
think it-
But
It's a good movie.
Katie all the time, she's like, "You want to watch a scary movie with me?" I'm like, "No, I don't," because you're gonna want to
Oh,
let's turn all the
yeah.
lights off and we'll crank it. And no,
Why not?
because we'll watch other. There's plenty of other movies. Why does it have to be a scary movie?
Because
Because what?
The
it's a scary
scaredness
movie.
makes you. It
Like-
makes you feel alive.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, no, I don't.
oh,
Put a light
you're
on.
gonna watch
it'll be
one
good.
scary movie with me someday. Someday soon.
13
All right, fine,
Ghosts,
fine.
that was the cop out one that everyone was like, this is so fucking scary. Like middle school and high school, talking about 13 Ghosts nonstop, describing it. I'm like, maybe I should check it out. And I was disappointed.
No movie's really messed up. The new Evil Dead.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you do not like gore, do not watch that movie because it is messed.
This came out this year.
See, and again, another reason why I don't want to watch scary movies. And Katie's like trying to force it on me.
What, you don't like gore?
No, I wouldn't force you through gore because I know you really.
I'm a
don't.
little uneasy. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just I don't know. It makes me
It
uneasy.
creeps you out. I know.
Like that's why I don't shave with a razor, a traditional razor. I have an electric razor that I use because I don't like. I don't.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, right. We've talked about that. Sweeney Todd freaks me out too.
I thought it was funny though because of how unreal the blood was.
Yeah, it was like
would just make me
orange.
laugh and be like, really? It's like stupid.
All right, what about since these
like
are kind of
Kool-Aid.
more realistic, if you will, scary movies. What about Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th?
Those are jump scares.
Would you watch those or no?
No, they're all jump scares. It's not.
But
Like,
Freddy's
okay.
amazing.
I don't find them to be scary.
Yeah, it's because they're so far out from reality.
It's more of like the paranormal movies and stuff that get me. Like
Too close to home. Too realistic.
no, it's just creepy. Like
The unseen, the unknown.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh crap! What was it?
I don't know what it was.
I can't remember. It's about some lady who was a ventriloquist or whatever,
Don't like it.
and she had I think it's called Silent something.
Silent Hill.
Someone will know. No, it's not Silent Hill. Someone will know. No, it's not Darkness Falls.
Silent something.
Is Darkness Falls the one with the tooth fairy? What is the one with the tooth fairy that if you look her in the face, you will fucking die? I refuse to watch that based on the description.
I think it's Dead Silence. It's like the lady haunts you, and if you scream, she kills you.
Oh, I think we're talking about the same movie then.
It's freaking creepy.
Wait, we're talking about two different movies. But I've heard that one before.
No, it's called Dead Silence.
Yours is
Okay.
Dead Silence, mine is Darkness Falls,
Yeah.
but I know the one you're talking about
Yeah,
too.
Darkness Falls is the chick with the mask.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ooh, no. Ooh. Ah.
yeah. Those things, I refuse to watch them. I was basically told the whole story of Darkness Falls, and I'm like, not gonna watch it. Thank you. Good. You saved me from pooping myself.
I'll watch it. I just won't like it.
Then don't watch it.
All right, on the other side of a break, we're in the home stretch of That's Not Why You Called. You got bonus time. We were only going to go an hour, but Chiz saved you. We'll be right back. More coming along the way. Hit that follow button and like
Hit
and
the follow
favorite if you're
button.
watching on YouTube.
Follow.
Follow.
Microphone knows.
That's not why you called. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
Why do I love this guitar riff so much?
It's amazing.
Because it's beautiful. Welcome back to That's Not Why You Called. We're in the home stretch. On our way home, we are in bonus time, overtime, if you will. This show was originally set to be cut short, but Chiz saved the day after his alarm clock tried to ruin it. Good job.
Thanks, Obama.
There you go. That's perfect. Fucking Obama. Now, speaking of Obama, the government shutdown. For those of you that don't know, the federal government here in America, non-essential government services are shut down because there's no. They've used their allotted budget for the fiscal year. They are done. And the legislative arm of the federal government, Congress, tried to pass special appropriations to keep the government running. They couldn't do it. Got hung up, among other things, on Obamacare. House Republicans, I think just Republicans in Congress, or no, it was Senate Republicans, I believe, wanted reformations to the Obamacare bill. They wanted to put it off for another fiscal year, and Democrats weren't having it, and so Congress said, "Screw it, no more appropriations. Your money is spent. There will be no more money for non-essential services." The federal government, for all intents and purposes, shut down outside of a few key essential, seemingly essential.
Was it the
services.
Senate? Because I know the Speaker of the House is that one douchebag, and he's always speaking out.
It might be. I believe it was the Senate. I thought it was the House. The House, as I think, it all depends on who controls which house. Because the Democrats control one, the Senate, the Republicans the other. I believe the Republicans control the Senate.
Speaker. Yeah.
So,
yeah, the Senate. Yeah, but
I don't know.
I gotta look this up. It's gonna piss me off.
I don't know, but anyway, the houses of Congress were divided and could not agree on a proper appropriations bill, and such government is shut down, and a lot of people are upset about it. I'm kind of having a hard time to figure out why. Now, a lot of civilian contractors with the government have been furloughed, which means they haven't been fired, but the government says, "Look, there's no work for you. You're not coming in." And
no paid day off. Furloughs are not good.
Yeah, furloughs are not good. Now, there are some people that may be paid once they come back from being furloughed. They're going to continue to get paid. Some might even get paid for the time they were furloughed. But in the general sense, being furloughed is bad news bears. Now, that's bad, especially considering the federal government in America is a huge employer of people. From all the national parks, monuments, all the people that are employed in those realms, all of those people are for right now out of work. Now, they're not out of a job, which is different than being out of work, but they're not making money because there's no money to be had. Yeah. And
you know what's funny? Yosemite had its like 125th anniversary or whatever, and I think it was the same day that they cut the parks and everything that the government shut down. Google had it up on their thing. It was like Yosemite, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure it was the same day.
You know what pisses me off is the Curiosity. Now, I haven't been able to get confirmation for this. I know that a future Mars mission, because of NASA's shutdown, NASA has been deemed non-essential, shut down for many in many respects. A future Mars mission may be shut down, but is the Curiosity rover just on standby? Is it not doing anything? Is there nobody controlling and taking data from the Curiosity rover? Because if so, fuck you, Congress. Fuck each and every single one of you. We've sent a robot to fucking Mars. To Mars. It's on Mars. It's on another goddamn planet. How cool is that? It wasn't cheap. It's not cheap to operate it. It's not cheap to maintain it. And it is a stepping stone in moving humanity, not just America, but humanity forward somewhere in a direction. I don't know if it's a good direction, maybe bad, but it's a direction somewhere. And you pompous assholes are like, NASA, Curiosity, the stepping stone to us leaving the planet. Obamacare, blah, 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 blah.
That's really interesting. I didn't even think about that. But if they've been deemed non-essential, then I assume they're not. There's no one there at NASA headquarters or whatever in Houston or Florida, operating that thing. Well, I think JPL is doing that. But if they're non-essential, I guess that thing is just sitting on Mars, not doing shit. Well, they put it on autopilot and it's sending information, but no one's like going through it or anything like that. If they can even do that, I don't know. I'm speaking of my ass at that point.
I don't know if there's a safe mode for Curiosity. Does Curiosity just have like just a safe mode?
It's in standby mode right now. It's just
they put it to sleep. They selected sleep. They didn't restart it. They didn't shut it down. It's just in sleep mode. It's hibernating.
It's ready to come back.
Are you serious right now? And, but of course. The American troops that are overseas in Afghanistan and Iraq, who were supposedly supposed to be home 4 years ago, we can pass an emergency appropriation to pay them, but anything else, get the hell out of here.
Does that really surprise you, though, considering who is making those calls and shots right now? Think of it, it's the Republicans. they're all in favor of the troops and staying in a war. So they passed and they're all in favor of.
But it sailed
higher
through
military-
Congress, so it had bipartisan support. If it sailed through Congress, it had to pass both houses, and that means
Well,
it had
there's always
bipartisan
gonna-
support.
Yeah, there's always going to be some outliers, of course. That otherwise nothing would get done. But every fucking Republican voted that in and whatnot. I had no problem passing through a military expenditure for that, and then cut everything else that is a government level basic job. They got no problem doing that. It's just funny to watch who's making the plays.
And it sucks. Well, I mean, I have no problem paying the troops because they follow orders. They don't. A lot of them probably wouldn't choose to be there shooting people getting shot at. Probably a lot of them wouldn't. And they are in combat, and they get combat pay, which a lot of them need to support themselves. And even some people, I mean, if they're providing for a family, I'm assuming that the Army and the Marines have a direct deposit system, and maybe family back home has access to that money. So if you don't pay the troops but still expect them to be in combat, well, first of all, what the fuck? But and second of all, I mean, even if you say we're going to stop the war for the government shutdown, there's going to be other people that are affected by the soldiers not making any money. So I'm okay. I mean, I understand it, but this brings to light this should bring to light all the things that are like, why are they still there? Why wasn't one of the the huge things in 2008 when Barack Obama was elected, and even in this past election, was bring the troops home. We got to stop these wars that we've been in for so long. Okay, we're gonna do it. Well, they're still there, and we need to pass an emergency appropriations bill so that when the government shuts down, they still get paid. Like, wow.
That was funny because during that 2008 campaign for 2010 it was 2008. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm saying. But the whole thing was McCain really wasn't for pulling them out of either war and putting more on the ground in Afghanistan. And now look where we are now. Yeah, we're out of Iraq, but we got more in Afghanistan. We have no timeline of leaving Afghanistan. If so, it's way past his presidency. And now there's the whole Syria thing. It's like,
oh yeah, we gave them a ton of money recently, didn't we? Did we do
Syria?
That? Yeah, wasn't there like $1 billion in military hardware sent over there or something like that?
I have no idea. Syria is so hard because if you fund the rebels, you're also funding Al Qaeda because they've jumped onto that. And if you fund the government, which they don't want to, they wouldn't fund the actual Al-Assad because they don't like him. They don't want him there. So it's a catch-22. They could have helped the rebels out at one point, and everything would have been hunky dory. But now that Al Qaeda is involved in it, you'd have American troops fighting alongside of people that fucking hate them and they hate each other and want to kill each other. It just doesn't work out. So I don't know what the current status is on Syria. It's not good. Just forget we saw your little chemical experiment and walk away and focus on bigger issues.
It's and
how long do you think it's gonna last? There's a good question. The last one was in '95, I think, for like 25 or 28 days or some shit like that, almost a month.
I don't know. It depends. I mean, how dead set are Republicans against changing Obamacare? I mean, is it? I don't know. That appears to be the linchpin here. Is how dead set against putting off Obamacare are you? And now then to answer that question, then you have to talk about Obamacare and, well, what's the big deal? And there are good arguments for both sides. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, you can make economic arguments for both sides, and I fall on the side of, well, because I know a lot of people say that the issue is people that don't have health care getting sick, and then that raising the prices for everybody, because then we as a society have to pay for them, because if they don't have health care, blah, 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 blah. So you have to have health care, so you pay for it, not society. And my thought on that is, well, why shouldn't society? Whoever said that just society shouldn't help out people that need it? If you
Right.
don't have health care and you're so sick that your health care bill is going to be a significant impact, we're not talking like a flu here. We're talking you have cancer. Why shouldn't society, if you honestly can't pay for it, you're not gaming the system, and there are people that game the system, I understand that. But if you honestly can't pay for it, why can't society help you out? So what? We'll absorb that. This gets back to the Rockstar discussion. We will spend a little bit more. We will pay a little bit more in insurance costs or in taxes. If the government foots the bill, we'll pay a little bit more because it's just isn't that kind of the right, okay thing to do? If you can guarantee that everybody that doesn't have health care who's receiving care genuinely can't pay for it and they need it or they're going to die, why is that such a bad thing? Is it really that bad? Now you can be rather heartless and say, well, they should die. Fuck them. Well, okay. Well, let's see what happens when you lose your job. And your kid, not you, your kid.
When you lose your job, or hell, even when you're just the insurance provided by your employer doesn't cover your
Or if
condition.
you're furloughed by the government because you're a government employee, what happens then?
Fucked.
And I guarantee you the tune changes. Why can't society help me and my kid? Oh, well, you were the heartless bastard saying fuck these people. Let them die.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. And I don't see a problem with that. Now you get into how do you make that a practical application? How do you make it so that as few people as possible game the system so that they get free health care whenever they want it, even though they can pay for it, but they spend that money on other things? I don't know. But I'm assuming that there's a way to do it. There's a way to get close to that. How close do you get? I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I can research. I don't know. But you can get close to it. But as far as I see, that's not even on the table. Nobody's even thinking about that. Like, well, maybe we as a society can be like, I don't know, we can set up a general fund so that, if you need it.
Commie.
Yeah, I guess, right? Yeah.
Don't even go there. I love how somebody was like, don't call it Obamacare. It's the Affordable Health Care Act or whatever. Obama fucking calls it Obamacare. He's owned that, which this goes to hate. Own your hate.
Own it.
Yo.
Own it. Own your hate.
It was funny when he brought that up in one of the debates.
I want to talk a little bit something about as we close out the show.
We still have to do the Source Corner at the end of the show.
We have to do the Source Corner?
Katie.
Do you
What?
want the Source Corner?
Do you?
It's not my decision.
It's 1-0 in the new set.
The question is, do you want to lose again, Katie?
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Gladly.
Shots fired.
All right.
I'm
So
not a sore loser.
you are a sore loser.
I'm not.
A little bit.
No, I'm not.
A little bit.
I wouldn't know what that feeling is, so I can't confirm
Losing?
if I am or not.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Are we going to do the Source Corner, or can we talk a little bit about Wings of Redemption taking shots at C-Nanners again via?
Oh, I didn't see
Facebook.
this.
Yeah, his Twitter, he doesn't have access to his Twitter. Woody has the password and login info and stuff. But Wings has access to Facebook. And his Facebook is linked with his Twitter. And if he gets sad, you wouldn't know that it's not Wings tweeting because it's him typing on Facebook everything that he would say on Twitter. And it's not really helping. It's not... It's sad to watch. It's tough to watch, really. He was taking shots at, I don't know, I think it was I Am Wildcat was the guy's video he was talking about. He took a shot. He said, I watched some video of, it's got 100,000 views, right? That tweet. He said, I've watched a video of a guy with 100,000 views. It was just a guy driving up a dirt hill in GTA 5 laughing. And then he says, I don't get why people are so entertained by people just laughing. And then he went on, he just turned blindly to C-Nanners and said, well, C-Nanners used to be a great COD commentator, but now I can't watch him because it's just, every video is just him and his friends laughing. And it's like, he hasn't learned anything. This is exactly, you would see that across however many tweets it would take to get that paragraph across. You would see that on Twitter a month ago. And and that's separate from the fact that he still doesn't have a clear understanding of YouTube's dynamics and how YouTube changes and how it's a flow. There's an ebb and a flow. It's in flux constantly. And also, who decides what's good?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I don't understand the hate or fuck talking, the hate or how he feels towards him. All Scene Anders videos I'm reading consist of nowadays is him laughing with a group of friends. What does that matter? How does that affect you? I get if it's not your cup of tea. I don't like watching PewDiePie because I think he over embellishes. I don't like a lot of people. I just don't watch them. I don't even talk about them or bring them up. And it's not really a big deal. Obviously, people like the content. That's fine. I don't watch the Jersey Shore, but people like it to feel better about themselves, I guess, so they watch it. I understand that. I don't know who determines what is good, essentially. That's what you just said. But I don't understand why it needs to be brought up in this point, Who cares if someone drives up a dirt ramp? Who cares if they did like 5 front flips in their car and they're laughing? Would that have made the video better? Or is it just the fact that this guy is having fun that you have an issue with? Because I know Wings can't do that. He said it plenty of times. He said, I'm not a funny guy. I can't just laugh on a game and play like this. That's fine, but that doesn't mean you need to haze people that is their content and that is what their viewers like. If Scene Anders started making videos like Wings does, his viewers probably wouldn't like him, and they wouldn't watch Scene Anders videos anymore. That's his audience. That's who Scene Anders is. It doesn't matter. It's pointless. This tweet is pointless. It's just lashing out for no reason.
See, I think it's a defense mechanism. I think because, number one, I know Wings can do that because him and I did it in DayZ. We did that. Mm-hmm. And we did it in Arma 3 for a little bit too. We did that exact thing.
I'm just quoting him. He said it.
Right. And he's so ingrained, and I think he's depressed. I think he's legitimately clinically depressed, and he has no way to get out of that. He can't see his way to lift himself up to make that content that he can make. So he says, "I can't do it." Oh, and by the way, that content is bullshit. How do people watch that? I think it's a defense mechanism to lash out. And that tells me that taking away his Twitter isn't going to do anything. Yeah. Because he's acting the same on Facebook as he would on Twitter. So he doesn't have aspect to right. And he doesn't have access to his Twitter, but that's not helping his depression. What would help his depression is I don't know what would, but it's not that. Because I don't think Wings
You
really
have to focus
understands.
on you. You don't start attacking or being malicious towards someone else when you're in that state thinking something is wrong with them. Maybe look at yourself and better yourself to get out of that depression and change your content, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just
it's
tough to watch because he wants to. I can tell that he knows he needs to change and he wants to, but he doesn't want to, and he can't bring himself to admit that he believes he can't because he just doesn't, he feels.
I mean, think of what YouTube
depressed.
is. Like, I guarantee you, number one content people watch on YouTube is funny and entertainment, and then number two is news and education. Guarantee you that's how it is. So you shouldn't have any. Wings prides himself on being more educated, things like that. That's fine. That has its own culture and its own viewership and stuff, but you don't need to lash out at the people that are making funny content or laughing or being silly. That's just them. That doesn't affect you in any way.
Right. And also your a more thoughtful, insightful approach isn't going to be as volatile as a comedic approach, because comedy and that kind of entertainment appeals to everybody. But if you're bringing a more quote intelligent hue or insightful hue to your content, you are by your stated objective appealing to more intelligent people, and they tend to be less volatile and rabid of a fan base. So you've got people like Scene Anders and PewDiePie and all these people that just they try their best to be funny, and they are funny, and people find them funny. And those people, there are a lot of people across a whole different range of spectrums, or across a wide spectrum, and they are just a very rabid, volatile fan base. When they upload a video, it's, I gotta watch it because it's awesome. But the more, quote, I guess, intellectual, laid-back viewer will be like, well, this guy uploaded a video. I will get to it at some point. So you know, just in the mechanics of YouTube, you're not going to have the same engagement in some respects as across different channel approaches. And I think Wings just, I don't know, he just doesn't really understand. And it's sad. It's just sad to watch because you would hope that taking Twitter away would help him, and I don't think it has, and I don't think it will. And I wish it would, but it won't. So the Source Corner to close out the show.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Source Corner with Lefty. Are we doing one each? Let's do one each so that we can get out on time.
Okay, she goes first.
Katie goes first.
I'm ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Be good. Make a good choice. You ready?
I'll try.
All right. Let's go from the back.
Stop.
Okay. Left or right panel?
We'll go right side, fifth from the bottom.
Ooh. A very good choice. The first word in the N category, Katie's choice, is naive. If you mean naive in the adjective form, you can also say unaffected, childish, plain, artless, innocent, untrained, countrified, callow, natural, unschooled, ignorant, untaught, provincial, unsophisticated, unworldly, guileless, spontaneous, instinctive, impulsive, simple-minded, innocuous, unsuspecting, unsuspicious, harmless, gullible, credulous, trusting, original, fresh, unpolished, rude, primitive, ingenious, sincere, open, candid, forthright, above board, romantic, fanciful, unpretentious, transparent, straightforward, uncomplicated, easily imposed upon. And the antithesis, experienced, sophisticated, complicated.
49.
Katie got 49. A good starting. You get the bar is high. Chiz, you need. Do you want to? Are you conceding? Are you yielding?
Oh no, I'm not a pussy, but it's gonna be hard to beat fucking 50 fucking goddamn words.
All right, are you ready?
Right. Are we going front to back or back to front?
It's your choice, your call.
Front to back.
Front to back. Here we go.
Stop.
Ooh. Left or right panel?
Right. 3 from the top.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Ooh. Katie wins this round
God
of the
damn.
Source Corner. The word is garment. Noun. If you mean garment, you can also say dress, attire, apparel.
I pulled a Katie. Fuck. Damn it. Shit.
Katie wins. Is it 1-1 in the new?
It's 1-1.
1-1 in the new round of Thesaurus Corner on That's Not Why You Called.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes it rains. That's been a great show. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We're going to go ahead and end it here if this is your time. You said you liked Bull Durham.
I haven't seen it in years.
Goodness. Anyway, hit that follow button. This is where That's Not Why You Called episodes are live from now on. Also, hopefully great gaming live streams, Grand Theft Auto, Battlefield 4 beta, maybe even coming back later tonight for a little bit more streaming action. But thank you all for coming out. Check out a link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. As always, we appreciate likes and favorites. Hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here. Thank you guys for joining. We hope you enjoyed. And we are out. Good night.
Poop in a bag.